name's Ian Reuter, and I'm a C5 quad, and I'm the editor of New Mobility magazine. I've been working for the magazine for almost 9 years now, and it has become sort of the passion of my life. It's a full-time job that I do from my home in Portland, Oregon, and has been an amazing opportunity to learn more about myself, but also just to connect with the spinal cord injury community. I was injured when I was 17, about a month before my 18th birthday, and I just graduated from high school. I was on a road trip with friends and had a freak car accident. I was driving, just lost control and rolled over, and really didn't come to for a couple months afterwards, and was on a ventilator in a hospital, completely paralyzed, unable to move my arms at all, and was told I was going to be on a ventilator for my whole life. I was going to be going to Georgetown in the fall, and that clearly wasn't going to happen. It took me really about 3 years to get back to where I was living my life fully. My parents were amazing and made huge sacrifices as far as their day-to-day and my care and just support. I had an incredibly supportive friend group. Beyond that, I think I was just fortunate in that I had doctors who I learned to trust, and I had the skills to manage them and be an advocate for myself at a very early time after my injury. And I think that saved me a lot of trouble, because if you don't have those skills, it's real easy to get sucked up in the hospital system and the medical system and have things forced on you that you don't want. So things became normal very quickly. I didn't go through the extreme depression that I think a lot of people go through. And I don't think I realized until maybe the last 5 or 10 years how profoundly I had been physically impacted by things, just because of the time on event and the extended time that I was in a hospital. Looking back at me at 17 or 18, if you had asked me where I would be in 22 years, I probably would have said to you that I think I won't be around. Back in the late 90s, there weren't a lot of people to easily look to or resources to reassure me that life with a spinal cord injury was a possibility. I thought I was going to, be stuck in bed and dealing with medical issues. And that's not the reality that I've lived at all. I've gone on to get my college degree. I got a graduate degree. I worked as a freelance writer and editor, reporter for a few years, and got to do some really fun stuff. And then got a full-time job and managed to get completely off of Medicare and Medicaid. It took me until 2010, 2011 to achieve my goal of getting off of disability and Medicare and Medicaid. I just got so tired of dealing with the bureaucracy and having to maintain income below a certain level. And so I spent about 2 years dealing with that, and was very fortunate to have an excellent job offer from the people at New Mobility and United Spinal Association. I've been working as the editor now of New Mobility for just about 2 years. I'm really proud of what we put together every month and send out to all of our readers and online. I'm constantly encouraged now, seeing how much better things are online for people with new injuries, how many more resources there are than there were 22 years ago. Working towards that, being a part of that team solution or community to that means a lot to me, and I'm excited about that. I use the word independent. When I say I'm independent, what I mean by that, and I've actually written about this in New Mobility, is probably not what the general public would talk about when they say independent. I'm not able to do all my care myself. I do rely on attendants to help me get in and out of bed. But I say independent because I manage those people. They're my employees. And during the day, I work from my computer pretty much independently all day. To me, that's my independence. It enables me to live a really productive life. As far as a cure, honestly, it's never really been a priority for me. When I was injured, I didn't want to be a guinea pig. That wasn't the life I was looking for at that point. I kind of made it my point to focus on getting back to being a productive kind of member of society and figuring out ways to do things that I wanted to do and live my life as fully as possible. If I was injured now, my attitude might be different. Not as much for a cure, but for some of the breakthroughs in stimulation and different options that are out there. I think there's a lot of reasons to be excited now. I would say the best advice I could give you is trust yourself and know that other people have gone through all the parts of what you're going through, but no one has gone through exactly what you're going through. And you got to listen to your body and listen to your mind and seek out others to learn from their experience and pull the pieces of those that are relevant to your experience into your world and help complete the puzzle that you're trying to put together. If you don't want to do support groups, don't do it, but be open to that possibility reemerging in your life. Because I know for myself, there was about a 10-year period where I had almost no interaction with anyone from the community and was like, I'm doing my own thing. I don't need this. And then it came back into my life and was really meaningful. And now, a number of my best friends and people I consider the closest are other wheelchair users and people from around the disability community, not just spinal cord injury. I think things change, people change, you change, and adapting to your new needs with your people who you surround yourself with is really valuable. Don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing, and figure it out and listen to yourself, and you'll come out of this okay.